In the past, people have asked me, how can I extend upon the category menu of Magento just to add somewhere in between all of these categories here in the top menu, a link to a custom URL or to a CMS page or something similar. And in the past, I always answered that question by referring to third-party extensions, even though I found those third-party extensions a little bit too much of their own functionality just for the sake of just adding a new menu item right here. But now actually I can present you with something new. But together with my good friends Ruud van Zuidam and Sean van Zuidam, we actually sat down and created a little module that might be of your interest if you face the same issue. The module that we've added is called Yireo CategoryExtended. It could be found on GitHub. The link will be shared below this video. But let me briefly just show you what this module is about. So this module just extends upon the idea that the category menu or the main menu of Magento is based upon the categories, and therefore actually the category management page already has all of the different things that you need to do to manage that menu. So there's no need for an alternative tree-like structure. There's no need for another page or whatever. We can just modify things on this page right away. And because this page is actually based upon the so-called UI component mechanism, we can extend upon it, and that's basically what this module is doing. First of all, it's extending upon the display mode that you can see right here. So for instance, I can set a certain display mode to CMS page or custom URL, and just to illustrate basically how this could be done, let me just add a new category. That category is going to be placed right under the default category. And for instance, I could point this towards the customer service page. And now actually the display settings are going to be linking to a CMS page. And then once that CMS page display mode is set, I also need to make sure that this new setting called add CMS page is also set, pointing towards the customer service, saving it. And then if all goes well, then we can see that category right there in the back end, refresh on the front end, and there it is also on the front end. And note that actually the URLs here in the lower left bottom are normally for categories always ending with .html, but for a customer service, a CMS page, it's actually linking towards the CMS page right away. And that's basically also what you can do there. Click upon it and see the outcome. Similarly, I can also just play around here with another link, and this one is actually just going to lead towards my my own current site, custom URL, and then actually, well, personally, I struggled a little bit with locating or placing the fields in the right field sets, but because all of the URL settings are actually always configured here under search engine optimization, this is also where you basically find that other link. And now if I just enter the URL of my own site, save, refresh on the front end, then we can also see that there's a new link here pointing towards yireo.com. So hopefully you can see that the solution is kind of straightforward. It's basically only adding 3 new fields, or it's modifying 3 places in the category page. First of all, extending upon the display mode, and then per display mode, it's just adding a new CMS page link setting or the custom URL input field. And that's basically it. Now, I'm not saying that this module of ours is the solution for everything. It is a specific use case, and it might be that those other third-party extensions out there have a good existence or reason to exist as well. But for us, basically, this solution was pretty cool. And also, there was kind of like a side effect. This module was created in a little bit more than 3 hours. And it shows also that the architecture of Magento, even though it's maybe a little bit complex at times, it allows for scenarios like this if you have the right tools and if you have the right knowledge.